We've been talking about being more resourceful on this channel a lot. Let's talk about how you can be more resourceful really quick. Happy Monday. Kiddo is still sick, still has a fever, so no school today. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my third cup of coffee. I'm kind of tired and we've got a big day to take care of each other. Okay, we gotta work. I gotta start work. We gotta get you doing something. My daughter's been sick. Just a cold, maybe the flu. She's had a fever, kept her home from school. But because of that, I've had to take care of her while I work from home. I was worried it was gonna be this dicey situation. I've had phone calls I've had to do. I'm worried that she's gonna like interrupt me and I'm gonna have a problem. Like I don't have a backup option. Like I've gotta somehow manage to take care of her and get work done at the same time. It wasn't a problem. It actually was a pretty easy couple days with her at home. Nobody noticed on the phone calls I was on because she didn't bother anybody. And here's why. It's because even at 4 years old, she's insanely resourceful. She'd go to a box of her junk toys and just play. And she could play there for hours just by herself. I would sit there like working and just listening to her. She would take, all this, she's got this box of just junk toys, nothing special in this box. And she just proceeds to make like a kingdom of this thing. The horses are talking to each other. They're checking on each other. They've got lots of little social problems and things and a whole community of issues and things that need solving. And she is just orchestrating all of this. And it can just go on and on and on. At no point does she ever say she needs something else. At no point does she ever come back to me and is like, Daddy, I'd like to do this, but I don't have the tools for it. She never does that. She's insanely resourceful. But I look at things that I do in my life and I get to points where I'm like, do I need a new tool? Do I need a different resource? Do I need a new employee to get me out of this? Do I need to spend money to figure this out? I see it even trying to grow this YouTube channel. Every now and then I'm like, do I need to buy a new camera? Because I would really like to improve the footage of stuff that I'm taking. There's moments where I recognize I'm probably not being as resourceful as my 4-year-old. We'll get back to that. The candle problem is a famous problem, kind of a little bit of a riddle. If I gave you a candle, some tacks, a book of matches, I want you to light the candle and attach it to the wall. What do? Many of you are not going to get this right away. Many of you are going to try to take the tack and try to tack the candle to the wall. It's not going to work. Some people are actually going to try to use the matches to melt the candle, to use some of the wax to try to attach to the wall. That's not going to work either. The problem is we suffer from something called functional fixation. If I were to take the tacks, which are in a box, and I dump the tacks out, and just leave them next to the box, now many of you would see the solution to this problem. It's been replicated over and over again. People can't figure out this problem until they realize the box is also a tool, but as soon as you have the tacks dumped out of the box, people click on it right away. They become more resourceful of using this box for something else. But here's something that's really interesting to me. 5-year-olds, they're immune to functional fixation. If you give them this problem, there is no change in speed. They figure out just as fast how to use that box to hold the candle up. These 5-year-olds are better than us at imagining how they can use all the different tools that they see to solve this problem. I'm not seeing something rare like in my 4-year-old being more resourceful. She really actually is more resourceful than me, as are most 5-year-olds. If you do the study now with 7-year-olds, now 7 and 8-year-olds start to show functional fixation again. So why are 5-year-olds impervious to this? But as you get older, it starts creeping in. Abundance. As you get older, you start getting more things. And you no longer need to work with the things that you've got. My 4-year-old, she's got 2 things on her Christmas list right now. A baby, a real baby. Her backup plan is a fake baby if the real baby is not possible, which is a little bit of a humble brag of mine because that seems like a pretty tame list. I have friends and many other children that I know
whose lists go down to their ankles. But this is normal. Like, I know my 4-year-old, it's gonna happen. She's probably, the same thing's gonna happen to her. A year, 2 years, 3 years, the list is just gonna get bigger and bigger. They expect more, right? We become more aware of all of the plethora of things that are around us, the abundance that is available to us, which is a good thing, but then we want more of it. And then we start making some money, we start getting allowance. I know my 4-year-old's starting to collect money now, so she starts feeling like this power that she can now buy things, which again, isn't bad. But again, now she knows she can use money to buy more and more and more stuff. And that is one of the curses that we have. By having all these tools and by having more and more stuff, we become less and less resourceful. So what can you do about it? There's a great article, I'll link it below, that kind of introduced me to some of this research from it was in the New York Times about raising children to be more resourceful. And there's another study out there that is about, took a bunch of people, one group, they had them write an essay remembering a time in their life when they didn't have much. The other half, and they wrote an essay about how they've lived an abundant lifestyle. Then they gave them a creativity problem in which they had to come up with a lot of different solutions to solve a problem. Guess who was more creative? The people who are primed for scarcity. That's really interesting, right? I mean, if you're feeling like you're a little bit off, you can't solve some of the stuff in front of you, do this. Like, think about a time when you were growing up, when you didn't have the tools necessary, you figured it out anyway. Now come back to your problem. You might just be a little bit more inspired to get it done. I hope that helps, and I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, I gotta still recuperate and clean up this crazy mess that's caused from a 4-year-old hanging out at home all day.